Namaste, dear students. In this session, we will learn about what are the C++ program constants. The learning objectives of this session are knowledge of constants in C++, the different types of constants available in C++ language, the way how to define and implement them in the programs. At the end of the session, students will have knowledge about the constants in C++ programming language, how to declare the constants and use them in programming. Firstly, let us know what are constants. Constants refer to fixed values that the program can't alter. Constants can be of any of the basic data types such as integer, float, character, double, etc. The way each constant is represented depends upon its type. In simpler terms, we can say a value which cannot change during the execution of the program is called as constant. Constants are also called literals because of the way of specification. Character constants are enclosed between single quotes. For example, apostrophe A, apostrophe and apostrophe percentage apostrophe are both character constants. Integer constants are specified as numbers without fractional components. We also call them as the decimal numbers. For example, 10 and minus 100 are integer constants. Floating point constants require the decimal point followed by the number's fractional component. For example, 11.123 is a floating point constant. C++ also allows you to use scientific notation for floating point numbers. As we have already learnt in the earlier sessions, there are two floating point types available in C++ programming language that are float and double. There are also several variations of the basic types that you can generate using the type modifiers. By default, the compiler fits a numeric constant into the smallest compatible data type that will hold it. Now we will see how to define the constants. The first approach we are applying here is using the preprocessor. The very first line in the program is including the IOStream header file. The second line is actually the preprocessor, which is defining a constant called as number with value 4. As we can see here, the main method has only one output statement in which we are displaying the value of the constant named number which we have defined with the preprocessor hash define. So the output of this program will be 4, which is a constant value we have assigned to the number. This is one of the approach how we can define the constants in programs. The program code what we have seen just now, in which the line that starts with hash define is an instruction to the preprocessor, and it says that wherever in the text where is the exact symbol number, it should be replaced with 4. It means it is simply a text search and replace operation which we normally perform in any word editing tools. But it will replace whole symbols only. Using hash define as a way to define global constants is often not a good idea, and there are much better ways in C++. And these alternate ways we are going to see shortly. String constants. C++ supports one other type of constant, that is the string. A string is a set of characters which can be the combination of any of the characters supported by the C++ language and enclosed in double quotes. An example is being given here. This is a text enclosed in double quotation is a string. Anything which is enclosed in double quotes is called as string constant in C++. A single character constant is enclosed in single quotes, as in apostrophe A apostrophe. However, the character constant A enclosed in double quotation is a string containing only one letter. Backslash character constants. Enclosing character constants in single quotes works for most printing characters. But in C++ there are some invisible or some special character constants such as the carriage return are impossible to enter into a string from the keyboard. For this reason, C++ include these special backslash character constants so that programmers may easily enter these special characters as constants in the program code. These backslash character constants are also referred to as escape sequences. You should use the backslash quotes instead of their ASCII equivalents to help ensure portability. Let us see an example. This simple C++ program is specifying two backslash character constants. We also call them as escape sequences. This program has a single output statement cout \n followed by \t, and this is a test string. As we can see here in the output, the new line character takes the string into the next line. The tab character \t, that is tab, moves the text with one tab space. So these backslash character constants are very useful in manipulating the strings in the output. In this table, we can see the backslash quotes and their meanings. C++ provides another very simple way to create constants using const keyword. Const is a predefined word in C++ language. With the help of this language, we can easily create the constants in our programming code. Let us consider the example. Const keyword followed by the float keyword, which indicates the following pi value belongs to the float data type with the value 3.142. When this line will be processed by the compiler, the C++ compiler makes sure that there won't be any further modification to this particular component pi, as we have declared it as constant with the help of keyword const. The program segment of code creates a constant pi with the value 3.142 using const keyword. This keyword specifies that a variable's value is constant and tells the compiler to prevent the programmer from modifying it. Now let us recall the concepts that are discussed in this session with the multiple choice question. The question is, the constants are also called as option A const, option B preprocessor, option C literals, option D variables, and the correct answer is option C literals, as the values we assign to the constants are in literal format. Next question, how are the constants declared? Option A const keyword, option B hash define preprocessor, option C both const keyword and hash define preprocessor, option D dollar define. The correct answer is option C. We can use both the const keyword and hash define preprocessor to declare the constants. We have a segment of code, and the question is, what will be the output of this CPP code? Option A 5, option B 6, option C error, and option D 8. And the correct answer is option C error, because the p value is declared here as a constant and we are trying to pre-increment it in the next line. We'll move with the next question. Regarding the following statement, which of the statements is true? Const int a is equal to 100. Option A declares a variable a with 100 as its initial value. Option B declares a construction A with 100 as its initial value. Option C declares a constant whose value will be 100. Option D constructs an integer type variable with A as identifier and 100 as the value. And the correct answer is option C. The above code declares a constant A whose value will be 100. These are few of the references for further studies. Thank you.